Good morning. This is Vanessa Elias, Thrive with a Guide, and Happy New Year. You might be able to tell that I'm a little more casual than I usually present in these Thrive with a Guide Thursday Thrive videos. And that's because one of my resolutions or intentions this year is to not let perfectionism get in the way of doing what you want to do. And I want to reach out to you regularly. And yesterday, I had my hair perfect. I had makeup great. I loved the blouse I was wearing and wanted to record today's, and I didn't have a chance. So, you know what? Today, I'm about to leave for exercise class, and this is the only time I have to record. And this is me. And anyone that knows me knows that I'm pretty much about this is me. So, it's important for me to show up as I am. You will also be starting to get a monthly newsletter from me. Rather than try and make it the perfect newsletter, it's just going to be what I have on my mind that month, and I hope that it will be helpful to you. What I want to talk about today is New Year's resolutions, or intentions, as I like to call them. And so, obviously, you may have figured out that my first one is to not let perfectionism get in the way. We are so worried about judgment. We are so worried about um, presenting ourselves in the best light, and it really gets in the way of living and doing what you want to do. And so, my first idea for you would to be consider that one as well. Also, so many people this time of year are having resolutions of eating healthier, exercising, and we do want to take care of our bodies and our minds. And we also need to remember that taste buds are part of the equation. What I would like, what I think is the bigger challenge, is instead of working to get the body you want so that you can be happy, is to be happy with the body you have. It is breathing, it is heart beating, it is moving you from place to place, it is allowing you to get up, to drive, to hug your kids. Try being happy in the body that you have right now as you are. It's not easy. We are taught in our toxic diet culture society, which you really don't realize unless you've had to come face to face with it, with the eating disorder world, that we are not okay as we are. We need to improve ourselves. We need to be better. There is a moral judgment on how we look, and we feel it in ourselves. And we feel like we can't be happy unless we look a certain way, or we're not worthwhile until we look a certain way. And that's just not the case. You and I are enough as we are. And accepting who we are and loving ourselves who we are and our bodies as they are is the biggest gift we can give ourselves. Because, like I always say, I look back of even just 2 years ago and think, I had so much suffering. I thought I looked, the dress didn't look good on me. I should have had less over my jeans. And it was really causing suffering and a preoccupation. And I look back so sad to that because I can't even fit into those jeans anymore. And I think why I had something beautiful and I didn't realize it at the time. I was okay as I was. I was enough as I was, even though I didn't feel like I was. And that's something we always have. So I'm starting today. Well, not today, but I've been working on this for a while. But today you can start thinking about loving you as you are right now without needing to make any changes. And that means less suffering and more joy. We need to choose joy. We have suffering because of the gap between our reality and where we think we should be. So let's find joy in our reality rather than expand the suffering of where we are and where we think we should be. So those are my thoughts on New Year's resolutions or intentions. We only have one life, and let's stay in the gift of now, because someday you don't want to look back and regret the suffering that you had, um, when you could have found joy. So happy New Year, everyone! Thanks for joining me this morning.